Hi guys, how are you? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Priscilla and I make YouTube videos about lifestyle, travel, career and just surviving life and doing life in your 30s. And yeah, so thank you so much for tuning in. For those of you who are returning subscribers, you guys, I don't take it for granted. Thank you so much because data is expensive. Time, like, I'm so amazed that many of you choose to spend your time with me on my videos and just comment and leave amazing comments. I really thank you so much. Like, I don't take you for granted and I do appreciate the feedback, the encouragement. You guys are on my Instagram telling me the content is amazing, it's clean, the lighting is on flick. Like, I have my friends who have been with me day one, like, you know, watching my channel when we're like 5 of us, and like, I don't feel judged, I feel supported. Honestly, I must say thank you so much. I don't take this for granted. We hit 1K, like, do you know how many people start YouTube and give up before they hit 1K? Because honestly, I enjoy YouTube. So for me, YouTube is like fun, but there's also many people who don't get to, to hit 1K. So I don't take it for granted, guys, like celebrating small milestones. So thank you. I do appreciate and I'm forever grateful. So yeah. Onto the video for today. So today we are going to talk about money. I asked on my Instagram and I put up a post basically asking people, I'm looking at my phone to show you, basically asking people if they can so this was the post. I don't know if you can see it, but this was the post, and I was just asking people to share what topics they want for me to talk about, because I was sort of having a creative block, after you have been away from YouTube for quite some time. Doing sit-down videos can be a little bit, getting into it was a bit difficult. So yeah, I want to explain why I've been away. You guys know, if you follow me on Instagram, I was doing exams. I'm doing my second master's. So yeah, we're doing my our final exams for the first semester, and yeah, so that was keeping me busy. Anyway, now on to the topic of the day: money. The question was. The question was, how do you plan your finances? And then the other person just said money. So I think I will answer. I think both of them talk about the same thing. The other one was, how do you plan your travels? But I think that will be for another video. So disclaimer, I'm not a financial expert, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not an accountant, not a banker, not a accredited financial advisor. So please, if you are interested, you should contact your bank, your banker, ask for a personal banker, or just ask for a financial advisor. They can always give you more information. But I'm going to just share what I, as Priscilla, do in terms of just keeping my money afloat. And yeah, so I didn't really write down much. I'm just going to freestyle this because why not? Anyway, so the first thing is, how do I manage my money? One, I have more than one bank account. That is one of the ways that I manage my finances. I have an account where my salary, because I'm a salaried employee, my salary arrives from my employer, and then I have another account which is sort of like my savings account, and then I have another account which is in a dollar account, which is like sort of like an emergency fund of sorts. It does not have a lot, but it has, something. So it's not, anyway, so I have 3 accounts that I use, and I distribute my money accordingly. So that in terms, I have my account that I use every day, like for purchases, food and groceries and everything. Then I have that other account that I say that I deposit the money for savings, and then this other account, which is a dollar account, which is just for sort of like, having some small dollars in the event that you traveled and you need, to use another account, because sometimes cards, when you're traveling, can decide to embarrass you. So yeah. Then another thing that I do is I belong to a group or a savings group. I think some of them call them chamas in Kenya, others call them merry-go-rounds, others call them investment groups and stuff like that. So ours is just a merry-go-round. We save a specific amount of money every month. We are 7 of us, and then at the end of the month we give it to one person. So it's like a saving circle. You know, but also in that group you can borrow. We have a borrowing scheme. If you have like an emergency, so you can borrow from the group and you pay back, you know, so without interest. So it sort of helps you to also do some of those things that you need to do. So that is one other avenue that I use, and I think that for me it has been so helpful, because sometimes having money sitting on account, for me I find that it's not value for money. Like your money is just being chopped and chopped and chopped and chopped. So but then if it is in like a circle and people are using it, and sometimes some of them can sometimes bring back a little bit of interest, then you know that is good. Then and the other thing that I do with my finances is I recently discovered money market funds. I know they're now a big deal, and unit trusts, and honestly I'm like, where were we? Like, knowledge, by the way guys, knowledge is power. You know, when the Bible says my people perish for lack of knowledge, it is so true. Knowledge is so much power. Like, there's so much power in knowing what to do with your money. So a friend of mine hooked us up and got us interested in money market funds. And if you want to know more, there's a lady on YouTube here. She's called Rena Hicks. She has a show, a YouTube channel. I was gonna say a TV show, a YouTube channel, and she has taught me a lot about money, But of course, also my favorite is Centonomy. They also talk very amazingly about money. They have amazing courses. I've not taken any simply because my schedule has not yet permitted, but I'm hoping that I can be able to take at least one for the entrepreneurs. So yes, that is another vehicle that I have so most of my money is not on my account actually. So I know that they say it's good to be liquid, but the good thing with the money market fund is if you have an emergency and you need your money, you can always get it back. And this with UAP, I invest with UAP, you can get your money back within I think 24 hours. So that is a good thing. If you have like someone sick, an emergency, I don't know. But also the beauty of a money market fund is that it's compounded interest. So it's, I don't know how much I think this year it should be 11%. You know, it's much higher. I think 11% or 10%. Much higher than the banks. So I think the banks will give like 3% at most on your savings. So yeah, actually, for me, the money in the bank is just for the day-to-day business. And usually what I do, I calculate how much. So when my money comes, I already know how much is going where. I know how much I contribute per month to the circle. I know how much I'm contributing per month to the unit trust, and then how much I'm staying with. So I get the money that I need to pay the bills and the stuff like that, the tithe and everything. That stays on my salaried account, and then the rest I start to distribute it, and then I put a few dollars, like maybe $100 every month on this dollar account, just in the event that I've traveled and I'm stuck. At least I have another source of income, because it happened to me. I remember when I was in Bali, I had traveled, and the only thing that saved me is that I had that account and I had a card for that account. So my account that I usually use, sort of, you know, it like the card just like acting up, and you know, it's very embarrassing. If you've gone out, you're sort of traveling, people can be thinking like what's up. So there's no one you can call easily unless I go send you money like Western Union. Like, it's just such a fuss, you know. So it really saved me. So that is like an emergency account, like if I've traveled and stuff like that. Yeah, so basically that's how I really manage my money. And in terms of budgeting, maybe we could probably go deeper into budgeting. I don't think I'm the best person to talk about budgeting. Because in my head, I don't remember, have you guys seen that meme that says black women who spend money like drug lords? I think sometimes in my head, I think I have like weed somewhere growing, but anyway, no. So sometimes I really go off budget, but the only thing that helps me is I budget like for food, this amount will be this, rent, this amount. So I make sure I cover all my basics at the beginning of the month, and whatever remains, I always pay myself. Because treating myself is like, I can't it's a must. I must treat myself because it's me who works for this money. Because at the end of the day, who sent me for money? Like, I need to do my center, no one. So I'm not gonna come and kill myself working so hard, and then I'm going to just be looking a certain way, not living the life that I want to live. So I pay myself, and it's from the money that I've paid myself every month that I choose to spend, like, you know, buy prosecco, go out, have dinner, you know, stuff like that. So yeah. And yeah, so basically that's how I manage my money. I make sure that I don't have idle money sitting on my account, because if I see idle money sitting on my account, I'm like, I'm rich. That's when now all the desires of let me buy an extra lens come in, let me buy, you know, this and this. But if I know that this money is for this month and this is how much it's going, then I'm like, I cannot afford to be buying an extra lens. I can't afford to go to Mango and shop. So it really keeps me in check, because if I have for me, that's what works for me, having multiple accounts. Because if I have one account, if I like all my money is on one account, I'm paid. Because I'll be like, I have money, you go do this, you go do that. That's when all the things that I want to do start coming. So yeah, so I'm curious about you. Share with me in the comments down below, how do you manage your money? How many accounts do you have? Do you think it's too much to manage accounts? Oh yes, how did I forget? Another thing that I also look out for is I read my bank statements. I use not to, because it seemed overwhelming, but I read my bank statement. Now the good thing with digital banking is your statements are e-statements, so you can just open the app and then you have access to them. So I read my statements so that I can know the deductions, where they're coming from. I know if I have, because sometimes I have subscriptions that need to be cancelled. For example, like maybe Epidemic Sound for YouTube, or I have subscribed to, I don't know, like there's quite a number of things that you may end up subscribing to. So yeah, it's always just good to check your bank statement, and in the event that there's something that is shady, please always make sure that you get in touch with your bank, because if fraud is real, like you never know who's getting access to your money and stuff like that. So yes, and so that's I think how I manage my money. Let me know in the comments down below, how do you manage your money? What things have you put in place that help you? For me, yeah,